What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we have news that a plane is headed for Ontario, California. Should be arriving tomorrow. 240 passengers that are escaping the Wuhan quarantine. Governments around the world right now are actually helping their citizens leave Wuhan and allow them to enter society in their given countries. So right now, United States is having their first wave of escapees from Wuhan. So we have 240 passengers. If they look like they're healthy, they may be allowed to go to their homes and return to daily life. Now, should you be afraid? Of course, you should be afraid. They're discussing whether or not they should quarantine them until the incubation period has been verified. But they're also questioning whether or not, if they look healthy, let them go into general public. This to me is a problem because we have in America more freedoms than they do in China, and we do have the right to be free unless we are ordered into our own quarantine, which is highly unlikely. Quarantine a million United States of Americans in one city, or given that like 7 million of whole entire Los Angeles, quarantine Los Angeles would be much more difficult than quarantine Wuhan, just because of our freedoms, unless there's martial law and it's done through military. It's done by the military, basically. So right now we're kind of borderline on a very scary place right now. So yeah, this I didn't expect. So I didn't expect them to allow a plane of escapees to enter the country, and they're discussing whether or not they should allow them straight into general public without being quarantined for at least 5 days. This is new. I hope they do wait, and I hope they do process them correctly. Otherwise, we may have a different situation on our hands that I didn't I didn't think that would actually get out here that quickly. We may have had one passenger come into Orange County. Maybe a passenger came into Chicago. Another passenger came into Canada. These are little sporadic little things, but when you bring a whole entire plane of 240 people and you're discussing allowing them into general public without any quarantine, it raises my ears, it raises my eyebrows, and it should raise yours as well. So if you looked at my last video, what to do to avoid having a situation that you do get infected, yeah, you might want to take that quite seriously right now. Like I said, you should stock up, okay? You should stock up on food before things get a little bit hectic. Antiseptic hand sanitizers will not work. You have to wash your hands with soap and water. You may want to stock up on masks, because these masks are getting expensive. I went on Amazon, I bought mine already. Pack of 10 was like $30 2 days ago. Now, if you're trying to get a pack of 10 masks, they're going to be around $60. So quickly get your masks prepared, because if you go, you may find that you're not going to be able to afford them, or they'll be all sold out on the next coming days. Now, with 240 people coming into the country, into Ontario, California by tomorrow, you may want to be taking this a little bit more seriously, because the time that it is by the time it actually starts to spread, it's almost like it's too late. Things move pretty rapidly, but I just hope that everything is fine with the passengers. They come home safely with no infections. But given the head count of 240 people coming directly from Wuhan, makes it a bit more worrisome. Yeah, so we have a lot to think about. The government has a lot to discuss. You know, even with this trial going on, they have to make some quick, decisive decisions on what they're to do with these new passengers coming into the country. Australia has some discussions on their hands, even Britain as well. However, I think they're doing quarantine. But United States is discussing whether or not they should do it, and I really believe that they should do it. Another thing to think about is to get gloves. Gloves will be necessary when you go out shopping and cooking, until you actually cook your foods down well, so that if there's any virus on your food, it's cooked down. That's why I said canned foods are a great clean source of food, because they've been canned for some time before the Wuhan virus has actually taken, floating around, landing on foods. It's just, you have to be extra careful right now because things can pick up. And like I said before, if you do catch a regular common cold, even as it is right now, don't go to the hospitals. I mean, right now you may be okay, but we just don't really know what's going on in the hospitals right now. I believe they don't want to cause a health scare. So if stuff does start to spread, if the virus actually spreads, there'll be a time of uncertainty before it's actual news in broad daylight. But with the plane coming in tomorrow, we're gonna have more chances for unfortunate chances for the disease to land home. So yeah, by Wednesday in Ontario, California, we'll have a lot more people here. I hope that the everyone, all the doctors are prepared, all the nurses are prepared. They come with hazmat suits. They quarantine them in a very nice, comfortable area before they're released to their families. So that's what I hope and pray. But we do not know that that's going to happen, because the language of the CNN news did not say that that was going to be the case. They're basing on the fact that they look healthy to let them go, when it's common knowledge that this virus has an incubation period of 5 days. And even if it's on the surface of the plane, it could be much longer, depending on how healthy the individual is. They know this, and I don't know why they would question not quarantine people for at least 5 to 7 days. It's very important. If you're watching this video, well, why would you listen to me? If you're watching this video, yeah, please make a decision to quarantine the passengers. They deserve it. Their family deserves it. It's easier. It's not going to be the end of the world. At least they're out of Wuhan, and let's play it safe. Let's not get too confident with the coronavirus and just release people into general public. Now, if you know that your family or friends are coming back from Wuhan, I suggest you stay away from them for a bit, and urge them to stay at home. So if you know anyone who's coming on that plane flight tomorrow, at least please call them and tell them to stay at home. If they were just released into general public, let them know that they should stay at home. You know your family members who are coming. We all don't know who they are, but yeah, ask them to stay at home. And if they do feel sick, if you do start to feel sick, the one best thing to do is to drink a lot of water. They say that if you keep, your throat will get dry, and if your throat gets dry, it gives the virus the ability to spread out throughout your whole body. But if you drink a lot of water, not too much, but enough to keep your throat and your mouth moisturized and liquidated and quenched of thirst, you stand a better chance of not having the virus develop and giving your body the ability to fight it back. That's the only thing that they know that can help you, is to drink water, which is, water is life, man. So I'm not surprised that water is the only thing that can actually help you decrease your chances of it spreading throughout your body. But yeah, by tomorrow, we will know. In California, we'll have 240 people possibly infected. But I'm sure not every single person. But if they're in a plane together, then yeah, 240 people possibly infected on a plane arriving tomorrow, which is quite scary to me. I don't want to be quarantined in my county. I don't want to be quarantined here. But if things pick up in the next 2 weeks, depending on where I am, it could actually happen. Yeah, so if you guys know of any situations, if you're close to anybody that's infected in the United States, let me know. It's highly unlikely, and I hope it stays that way. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below. Please like this video and subscribe if you like, and have a great day. Peace.